Yeah. Assalamualaikum wabarakatuh. Good afternoon from Indonesia and welcome to the online joint class under the topic System Analysis and Design. For about 2 hours ahead, we are going to hold the online joint class, the collaborative program between Telkom University and University Kuala Lumpur or UniKL, Malaysia. My name is Astrid Hidawati from the International Office of Telkom University. Let us extend our deepest gratitude and also appreciation for our presence today. And also, I'd like to greet Mr. Yuda Febrianta, STMM from Telkom University, and also Miss Nur Saharizan binti Puteh from UniKL or University Kuala Lumpur. Also to Miss Novi Susanti, Assistant Manager of International Mobility. Yeah, before we proceed to the main agenda, allow me to highlight the flows of this online joint class, which are opening, the main agenda, and also the closing. There will be also the forum of question and answer, and while the discussion is running, participants may leave questions in the chat box. We, however, will be discussing your questions later when the presentation has been over. And also, later you may speak directly and ask to our excellent speakers your questions. And last but not least, there will be also the photo session and filling out the feedback link. So participants, we also need to remind you all to mute your Zoom while you are listening to the presentation. And at the end of this meeting, remember also to share your thoughts by filling out the feedback for this online join class. And to make this online join class interactively, kindly please open your Zoom. Open your camera during the online join class. All right. So, yeah, this online join class will be lasting for about 2 hours. Okay. Yeah, without further ado, I think let's begin our online join class with the first speaker from UniKL, Miss Noor. Okay, you may proceed. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to all of you, right? How was the day today in Indonesia? Is it right? Okay, good.
It is raining very well.
It is raining. Oh, I see. Okay, we just continue with our as planned, right? So student, please bear with me if you to answer my question, maybe one of some of my questions, maybe I will send you gift from Malaysia to to Mr. Yuda, and Mr. Yuda pass to you. Okay, so just bear with me, right? Okay, so for today's session, okay, as per discussed with as per agreed with my colleague, Mr. Yuda, right? So we'll be focusing on interaction design. However, I will relate with system analysis and design. Prior, I'm lecturing about interaction design. Okay. Okay, before I start with my class, can I have one or two representative from students from Indonesia? Apa khabar ya anak-anak semua? Okay, can I have one or two student to introduce quick introduce about from it, because my student they're in UniKL already. Okay, so I think from Indonesia. Okay, one or two student. Can I have volunteer to introduce yourself?
These guys decide.
Okay, one or two before I start the session.
Okay, anyone from international class, please?
Is there anyone?
Fiona, Anastasia, please.
Okay.
Hello. Come on, guys.
Okay, one or two lah, at least one or two. Don't be shy. Same as me, same as Mr. Yuda, yeah? Same. Your lecturer as well. Can I have one?
Hello.
Yeah, Khalid. Yes, good. Khalid.
Greetings. My name is Khalid Falur Rahman. I'm
Yeah.
from electrical engineering faculty.
Oh, I
So,
see. Right.
2021.
21. Okay, thank you, Khalid. Okay, can I have one more? Can I have one more? Or you want me to, no need to, volunteer is better, right? Just one more. One, maybe girls. Okay. No, no participation yet. Okay. Okay, never mind. Right. Okay, so let me go through one session. So if let's say just throw question, just pick up, yeah. Simple one, just to let you some thoughts, yeah. Just get opinion from all of us. Okay. Okay, so now uh I will before I jump into actually of this actually assist and design, right? HCI related. So okay, so my outline for today's session will be introduction and comparison a little bit between system analysis and design compared to human computer interface, and then we move into interaction design in relation to HCIM. Then I will share to you about example of bad design, some good design. So what's are the three criteria need to be considered when we design, yeah? And one thing, what's the contribution, or I mean the disciplinary involved directly to ID. What's are the discipline? Okay, then we move into another aspect which is related as well, which is user experience and also user interface in order to achieve usability. Then on top of that, I will cover about universal usability and some principles related with good design. Then I conclude the session. Okay, so as an introduction part, right? Okay, system and I will move on from system analysis and design towards HCI. Then I move into interaction design. So what's the relation or the differences between all of these three fields, right? Okay, now let me take a look at system analysis and design. Okay, system analysis and design and also human-computer interaction are also two important fields in the development of our product, our software, our digital product, our system, our software and technology. Both of these two fields, actually, they have close relationship and both focus on designing and developing software system that we should produce a user-friendly and effective. However, when you look at system analysis and design, it's involved the process of designing, developing software system that will meet user needs and also their requirements. Okay, so all these phases involve analyzing user requirement, creating system specification, and also developing software system to meet all those specifications, right? Okay, so now on top of that, on the other hand, human-computer interaction focuses on the interaction between humans and computer, including the design of interface, usability testing, and also user-centered design. So this one, mainly just now for system requirement, we get the requirement. For what? For development system as well. But on the aspect of HCI, it's focused more interaction between human and computers, including these three main area: design, interface, to achieve ease of use of the product, right? And also user-centered design. So the contact between both of these area is both of this field actually focus on designing and also developing user-friendly and effective software system. Okay, now I have one question, right? I throw this question. Okay, let's say the HCI how it's relate with ID? Is it HCI subset to ID or ID subset to HCI? What do you think? HCI just now, the field of HCI, is it a subset to interaction design or is it interaction design subset to HCI? Okay, can I have one answer? Just guess. If that's true, I will pass. I will definitely post a souvenir for you. Okay, what is the relation? Please guess. HCI is a subset to interaction design. Is one component inside interaction design, or interaction design will be one component inside HCI? What do you think? Any answer? Any guess answer? Any guess? Try. Okay, so I have to move, all right? Because no attempt. Okay, so now if you look at the diagram here, right? HCI actually is a subset to subset lah into interaction design. The big one is interaction design, and the contribution from HCI field. Yeah, so it's not that this one is interaction design subset to HCI, but HCI subset to interaction design. So interaction design is a big field, and contribution from HCI. Okay, so this one, if we can take a look here, human computer interaction is a subset of interaction design, right? But if let's say people ask you, is it the same HCI as interaction design? So the answer will be different, yeah. Obviously different field, and interaction design actually is not the rebranding of HCI, yeah. When we take a look at HCI, it's different field, right? Okay, so now we see what is the definition of interaction design. Okay, designing interactive product that support people in communicating and interact. Okay, it's about creating user experiences that enhance and augment the way people work, communicate, and interact. So the key word here is user experiences. Yeah, when we come up with the interactive product, so we need to create element of user experiences. So what are the element? We will go through. Okay, so for example, if let's say this is a digital product for website, so when you use, it will give you satisfaction. It give you not frustrated lah when you use, right? Not frustrated. So same as apps. Okay, the time taken for you to go through from one page to another page not lag lah, not take so many long time and so on. So it will give you happy when you use the product, the digital product. Same if let's say you when we refer to ID, interaction design, it's not only the digital product, but somehow all the product and also system, right? As example, we have smartphone. Why you choose that brand? Why? So there must be a reason. The reason you happy with that is user experience. Yeah. Okay, when we have this is a short form of interaction design. Okay, this is when you Google somewhere. This is the short form. And interaction design actually accompanied with another field, which is UX. What is UX? This one, the feeling that you feel when you use the product, that one is under UX category. Okay, so design is an empty-driven process of designing a product or service that are useful, easy to use, and delightful to interact with. You satisfied, when you use the product. That is, we call it as a user experience. So when we take a look at interaction design here, it's accompanied by another two fields, right? The first one is user interface. Somehow relate a little bit with your HCI just now. And this one will be user experience. So this one no need for me to go through. And this one, you feel how you feel when you use the product. So when we look at the right side here, so this one for UI will be color, typography, and so on. On the left side will be product strategy, user research, information architecture, and so on. So what is information architecture? So when you design, right? So it will, for example, you use navigation. It's sort of structuring your navigation, right? So somehow breadcrumb, paging, right? Somehow that sometimes vertical, we screen vertically, sometimes maybe horizontally, but sometimes you place at one center. When you click, it will pop up, then it will bring back to the place. So that's how you perform your information architecture. The way that you designing is reflect to UI, the font and the color and so on. So the way that you design this one, when you, because of what? Because of when we use different design, we will feel differently, right? Obviously, they will develop as use a best practice, right? So this is interaction design, where you emphasize on empathy, collaboration, design thinking, and somehow we come out with the prototyping. Okay, so take a look at bad design, right? Bad design. So in somehow is the product released in the market, but not meet the target, right? Why? Because of this poor, non-intuitive, aesthetic, non-ergonomic, and so on, confusing, and so on. So opposite from this, good design must take user focus, but not a system focus. So we have to how to buy our customer as well, yeah? Okay, so this is example of bad design. As we, this also a bad design. When you see this one, labeling and also icon are the same thing. We want to press is which one, right? You want to press the label or you want to press the icon? Okay, so this is also the bad situation where you supposed to put something first, but you have to push the button in order to activate. It's contradict the normal practice, right? Okay, so this is also small, too small or many function. Okay, so compressed in one page, so it's not good. This one you can't read properly as well. This one also, when you also get confused, right? Get confused because of somehow it's not consistent. It's not either. Maybe you group together the arrow in one place, then it will look more pleasant. And also this one small entrance, for example, right? So we move to a good design. Okay, good design. So for good design, if let's say you look at the digital product here, so website for Amazon, so they will have filter here. So this is based on website, right? So it will bring you you are not hectic when you use the web, right? So this is also mobile handler, right? So best practice as well and good design. So the question is, what are the criteria in order for us to consider for design, right? So who the user, okay, what's activity are being carried out, and where the interaction is taking place. So these three criteria in order for us to design. Okay, so when we design, we are focusing on understanding users' needs. So we need to determine what tasks and subtasks must be carried out. include tasks that are only performed occasionally, and also common tasks are easy to identify, right? Functionality must match needs or else users will reject or underutilize the product. So the key here, we need to find the core task and also the subtask, and also we need to come up with a good functionality in order to come up with the good design. Okay, so on top of that, we need to take into account what people are good and bad at. Okay, consider what might help people in the way they currently do things, and also we need to think through what might quality user experiences, and obviously we have to focusing on what people want, yeah, and get them involved in order to for us to come up with the product. Okay, same as SAD as the first phase, you need also involve the client or the user in order to come up with the good system. So if let's say take a look at this 3 item, so when we consider this item, okay, 3 item for example, so there will be 3 different kind of user as well, and types of their activity also different, and the context of use, the environment that should use will be different as well. Yeah. Okay, so this is example. Okay, so we move to what is interaction design. So as a diagram here, it's actually the key factor is communication. Okay, to fill the because we need to fill the gap here in between user and also the system. So we need to identify what are the user needs, right? How do they want the system will be look like, and so on. So we actually need to find gap, right, in between user and also design. Okay, so now when we know some knowledge about interaction design, so what are the goal actually to develop the product, right? So we need to develop the usability product. So develop usable products, meaning to say easy to learn, effective to use, and provide an enjoyable experience. Okay, so these are the keywords, and in order for us to achieve good product in terms of interaction, in terms of directions of our interaction design. And definitely on top of your development, you have to involve user in your design process. Okay, so take a look at HCI in terms of the interdisciplinary design, right? Science of human-computer interaction, combine knowledge and methods associated with professional, including, okay, so this one, when we our domain interaction design is actually involved with several disciplines. For example, all of these psychologists, computer scientists, and so on. So all this field will be a contribution or interrelated with the domain, the field interaction designs. So when we do design, right? The other terms that we use when we use emphasizing what is being designed, sometimes we have we call ataupun we in other area lah, field in user interface design, sometimes software design, user-centered design, product design, web design, and also inside interaction design, you also have experience design. Okay, short form is UX. So interaction design actually the umbrella term covering all of this aspect, right? All of the what are the aspect we look here, right? So this is the interaction design. Okay, on the left side, all the fields contribute. Okay, relates with interaction design, all the fields. A design field, this one academic field. But here for human factor, cognitive engineering, HCI, cognitive ergonomic, this one two-way, right? So you are integrated in two-way lah, related with both, but this one contribute to. So this one you work with both of this field, interaction design, contribute to interaction design, and somehow it will bring back to HCI. Okay, so the relationship between ID, HCI, and other field. So there will be academic discipline contributing to ID. There will be this one of psychology aspect until informatics, design practice contributing to ID. There will be several field, graphic field, product design, artist design, and so on. And also this one, interdisciplinary field, in interaction design, there will be several. Human computer interaction, ubiquitous computing, human factor, cognitive, until information system. Okay, so now, okay, working in, so when we have interdisciplinary just now, so we are actually working in multidisciplinary team, right? So we have to work with so many background behind, right? We have to work with so many people with different background, right? Involve different perspective and ways of seeing and talking about things. So what's are the benefit that contribute to ID, right? More ideas and design generated. That's why somehow you will look this design appear, yeah. Sometimes simple, minimalist. Why? Because of combination, perspective from different people from different background. But the disadvantages, difficult to communicate and sometimes difficult to move forward to progress. Sometimes contradict of opinion and so on, yeah. Okay, so we move into user experience and usability goals. Right. Okay, so now on the ID perspective just now, so we take a look at the user experience. Okay, how the product behave and it's issued by people in the real world. Okay, so this is when we talk about user experience, this is to simplify the way people feel about it and their pleasure and satisfaction when using it, looking at it, holding it, and also opening or closing it. So when you use, for example, you use pen, so you feel satisfied, happy to use it. Sometimes it's also give not a good result, right? So that one bad user experience. Okay, so this is the example. So cannot design a user experience. So in a way, we cannot design a user experience, only design for a user experience. Yeah? So we have to take a look at design to achieve satisfaction and so on. Okay, so in the market, there will be as you see in screen now, smartphone, right? Success. Why success? Because of quality user experience from the beginning. They design, develop, and so on. They take the requirement. Because why iPhone monopoly in the market? Because of from the outcome from the user experience is actually accessible to all level. So definitely it conquer the market, right? Simple, elegant, this one pleasurable. So you ask yourself when you use your mobile, why I choose this mobile? Because of it's really satisfies you. That one is user experience. Yeah. So what's are the process actually involved in interaction design? So the first one will be establishing requirement. Okay, so this is same phase as SAD, right? Developing alternative design to meet this requirement. So when you come with design, somehow we put a situation for alternate design as well. Okay, building prototype, evaluating what we have developed. Okay, so these are the phases involved during or the process of interaction design. Okay, core characteristic of interaction design, user should be involved. Okay, so this one, we cannot do without user. Okay, system cannot be developed without user. So we should get their participation, right? Specific usability and also user experience goals need to be identified, clearly documented, and agreed at beginning of the project. So we cannot get the broad target, broad usability, okay? Broad something that or uncertain, right? So we must be focused and specific. So this process actually will be iterate. Iteration is needed through the core activity. So this one will be the process we iterate until we get the satisfied product. Okay, why we need to go until this length? Why? Because of we have to help designer in terms understand how to design interactive products and how to tailor it with what people need, right? Identify any incorrect assumptions that they may have about particular user groups, right? And also be aware of both people's sensitivities and also their capabilities. So it's not easy because of when we get the requirement, right? So we get the input from design, we need to figure it out based on this criteria. We need to identify as well. So okay, so when we develop to give ease of use and satisfaction, on top of that, we have to focus on usability as well. Okay, what's are the usability? As effective to use, efficient to use, safe to use, have a good utility, easy to learn, easy to remember how to use, and so on. So this is actually combination both usability and also user experience goal. So when you use the product, it gives you all these criteria, right? It's maybe not all, but it's satisfy you, as for example, it's engaging, pleasurable, and exciting, and so on. So this is the idea. Okay. Okay, time end or not yet? Okay, for universal usability, so when we do design, so we need to focus on the cultural and international diversity as well. For example, the formatting of our telephone number, address, right? So different country will different, but we need to use we need to identify and use the universal one. For example, so this is one sales agent, all right? So maybe in different country, so the design of the agent here will be different. It will reflect the country, right? Okay, universal usability, user with physical challenges. So we need to focus on this aspect as well. And also sometimes we are focusing on the elderly, right? The older adults users. So we need to consider within their application setting for their sounds, and color and brightness and so on. So we need to consider that. Okay, so for young user as well, so we need to take a look as a universal user, young user to be used in the country. Okay, so we finish with the ID, right? So in order to get the good ID, so actually we need to follow some principles, right? Some principles. So what's this kind of principle do? Generalize abstraction for thinking about different aspects of design and do and don'ts of interaction design. So we cannot simply come up with the product and ignoring all of these principles. Cannot. Although that we have the input from user just now, we have what we call involvement from them and direction, our specific focus, but we need to follow this design principle as well. What to provide and what not to provide, derived from a mix of theory-based knowledge, experience, and common sense. Okay, so all of this is an idea of design principle. What are the principles that actually involve in interaction design? Okay, so we have we have so many. We have several in interaction design. There are several principles. Okay, one of it, the what we call it, the author of this one lah, Don Norman design principles, right? So Norman main idea is that devices, things, computers, and interface should be functional, easy to use, and intuitive, right? So his idea actually bring you to the two domain area. One is the gulf of education, and another one is the gulf of evaluation. This is this one, yeah. This is sort of process to follow, right? So this is the user, and this is the system. For example, the one that you want to design. So when you would like to design, right? So you have to follow the execution iteration process just now. When you get the requirement from user, right? So you do the development and so on. You do the prototyping and so on until you get the system ready. Then, although that this is a prototype, but we still have to do the evaluation, right? To check whether the system that you develop or the prototype that you develop meet the target user. So this is the two phases involved in Norman design principles. Okay, so actually Norman emphasized on 6 principles, right? The first one will be the visibility, feedback, affordance, mapping, constraint, and consistency. So the ID expert or ID specialist, they will narrow down their design towards all of these principles. Okay, can I see it? What is it doing now? Right? How do I use it? Okay, where am I and where can I go? Right, for mapping. Constraint, why can't I do that? Okay, consistency, I think I have seen this before. Okay, so now I explain each of the principles. Okay, you can see the state of the device and possible actions. Right, you can see, for example, see image next here. When you see the image, you obviously know what is the function of the image, right? So it obviously give you clear idea, clear labeling, and it's focusing on the visibility. Okay, so when we come out with the product in terms of user experience as well, we need to focus on feedback. Okay, what is the feedback? For example, when you use WhatsApp, when people is typing, answering your message, so on top left of your WhatsApp, it will pop up typing. So you know that is feedback, system feedback. You know already. Okay, so your friend is actually answering your questions. You know, so your system actually give feedback lah. And user with cover you with feedback. Yeah, so you know what actually the system actually. Sometimes when you click something, it's vibrate, right? So haptic, that one is haptic notification. Also, it's kind of feedback for you. Yeah. Okay. So this is also when you use this one, if let's say compulsory, right? So you have to fill in, otherwise we cannot proceed. Okay, same as all of this kind of feedbacks. Okay. Then to continue with, we have affordance. So when you see the object, it's obviously give you a clue how to use the object. That is affordance, right? So this is when you affordance in web design. So you have this is text box, but you name this label, right? You give label to this text box. So this is also affordance in web design. Okay. Some situation in web design, we use this icon. For mail, we use mail, right? So this is metaphorical affordance. So you reflect the real things. Phone, the icon will be in phone, right? So this is metaphorical affordance. Okay, most icon are inspired by real life object. Okay, so another one is mapping. So describe the relationship between control element and their effect in the world. So this one, when you say you click, right? So you know lah, increasing or decreasing the audio and so on, right? So it's mapping lah with what we target for the volume, the brightness, and so on. Okay, for constraint, so this one reduce the number of possible action, avoid selection of invalid option. For example, when you do some reservation, is when you want to click how many days you want to reserve. So it's populate for you the calendar. Why? Because of to avoid selection of invalid option. So that is constraint under design. Last but not least will be consistency. Okay, use similar operation and element for similar tasks. For example, when you look at the image here, the size of the button will be consistent. Okay, also with the white space, consistent. Okay, so your eyes also relax when you see the visually consistent UI elements. Okay, or else when you use shortcut also consistent. They apply the consistent combination. For example, Control O, Control S, and so on. Yeah. So all of this aspect we need to consider upon we do the design. Okay, that's all for me. Okay, I still have time or not?
Yes, still, ma'am, like 12 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, now can I get answer from audience, right? So can you think of, I mean, one person, one product only, system or software or interface system that you have used every day, daily life, that violates these 6 principles. Okay? This one, consistency, constraint, mapping, okay, mapping, affordance, feedback, and also visibility. You use every day, but you pretty assume that this product not meet the as you expected lah, not meet your user experience, and it's against the 6 principles of normal design principle. Can I have I mean, can you share with me about the product? Maybe one person, one. You obviously you sometimes you use the product, you found that not meet my expectation. Now, what is the product? Can you share with me? From Telcom University? Okay. Can you share with me? Don't shy. Just share any product that you use but not satisfied with all the 6 principles or not satisfied your expectation. Anyone?
Is anyone?
Anyone? Just throw your idea.
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
the chatting, I think, is not.
Chatting. I see. Okay. GNet apps for network frequency. So Niche maybe from Telcom. Sometimes you use thumb drive. Sometimes you don't know which you top down or top above, right? Above or upside down to insert into your laptop. So that make us confused. Yeah, that one is also sometimes is reflect to against the principles. Okay, any attempt Just one product. Any idea? Any idea?
Guys. Sometimes maybe
Don't shy to me.
it's like yeah.
Don't shy to me. I'm same as as your lecturer as well. Just don't shy. Just share. What do you think? You can't see the chat anymore. Okay. Okay. Okay, no questions, yeah? Is there any question you can throw in the chat? So maybe I can answer at the end. Okay, I think over to you, Mr. Yuda. How to end this? Stop share. Okay.
Stop share.
Yes, and for Pak Yuda, you may begin your explanation, Pak.
Okay. So I would like to share the screen. Is it okay? Okay, can it be seen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for the feedback. Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Yuda Febrianta from TelU University. It has been an honor for me to present this material. Just give some additional from the presentation of Ms. Noor. I think Ms. Noor has been giving you all of the knowledge on the UI, UX, and HCI. So there is no left for me, I think, to explain about the HCI, UI, and UX. So, but the thing is, when we are using a digital software or digital environment, it is basically connecting our real world case with the digital or database. On the other side, it is in the application. So I would like to invite anyone from the community or from the UniKL. Later on, if you have any questions, just let me know. So we can discuss in depth about our discussion today. So basically, I want to just add the additional technology behind the HCI, UI, and UX related with the big data. Data is by now is very big trend. Because now the data is the new oil. As you know, data is very valuable for the company to analyze their users so that they can improve as Ms. Noor said, improve the usability of the software, improve the satisfaction of the users, and then it will be returned on the revenue, sales, etc. So it is very, very important for the company to get to know their user. So this is the big list. This is 14 list, but then it is the advanced technology when we are using the human computer interaction or UI and UX. It is around 14 lists, but I think I will just give you some rough idea so that you can know what is the future implementation of the HCI comparing or related with the big data and data analytics. So the first is advanced interaction design, and then user-centered design methodologies that Ms. Nur has been introduced to you, and then cross-platform and responsive design. This is very important here because we have so many devices by now. The cognitive psychology in HCI. So now we cannot just rely on the technology, but then we are also, because we are understanding the people or the user in our application, so we are required to relate it with the psychology knowledge, something like this. Yeah. So this is very important to understand what is the behavior of the people. Yeah. How to make people satisfied with our apps, something like this. The accessibility and inclusive design on the list number 5. Yeah. And then the 6th, advanced usability testing and evaluation, virtual augmented reality in HCI, interaction data visualization. Yeah, this is also to get the insight, yeah, from the users. I will explain a little bit. Emotion and effective computing. This is the new thing that also AI and machine learning needs, is to need to have some emotion, something like this. This is very interesting research area. Yeah. The advanced prototyping and wireframe techniques, the ethics and privacy, because our data is valuable for us and it is our privacy. So what is the ethics and privacy? The emerging technologies and trends in HCI, and then persuasive technology, and then also HCI for specialized domain. Okay, goes to the next slide. Yeah, the advanced interaction design. So basically, we are interact with the computer. We are just, before we just using the mouse and the keyboards. Yeah. But then now we can use so many interactive, complex user interaction models. Yeah, suppose like the sensors, yeah, gesture-based or maybe voice interaction. As you see, there is Siri, yeah, also Hi Google, etc. Yeah. So this is kind of big data compared also with the AI, yeah, to replacing the comment from the user interaction on the screen, yeah, using the voice. And of course, yeah, it is it's close to creating the intuitive, user-friendly design, yeah, to diverse range of user groups. As we know, some of the people has different age, different understanding, different culture, so they might have some different perspective of the applications. Yeah, and then also it is used the advanced interaction design uses forward-thinking approach in HCI. Yeah. So it is seeks to create natural, yeah, efficient and accessible ways. As you know, when you are using the cars with use the advanced multimedia, you can just use your finger, yeah, to turn up the volume or press next or previous music, yeah, with just gesture, yeah, with just using your gesture. So it is basically involved the study how user can use gesture and voice command to control devices. So the connecting the command with the gesture. Yeah, somehow we can modify also the gesture. Yeah, we can set the multimedia devices on your cars, how we turn up the volume, how we turn down the volume, something like this. Moving towards more to make sure that it is immersive, intuitive for the user to experience the devices. Of course, the advancement it is related to the sensor. Yeah, the sensor is somehow when we got cheap devices, the sensor is not really good enough. Yeah. But then when we got the good quality devices, somehow they can get the quite accurate result. Yeah, to give the comment to the devices using AI and machine learning. Yeah. So we can enable more sophisticated and responsive interfaces. As you see the pictures, also it is not screen basically. It is just the hologram. When you can touch something, yeah, when you can interact with the data, pinch it, yeah, grab it, etc. So it will be the next for the advanced interaction design. Okay, the gesture-based interaction. So we bring the intuitive to technology through interaction using physical or gesture. Yeah. Of course, we are using technologies on the motion sensor, depth camera also, camera. They have some sensor like LiDAR. Yeah. So they can they can count what is the distance between the object. Yeah. AI algorithm also, they can make sure that this gesture is for the comment or this gesture is not for the comment sometimes. And also the application on this, we can use the VR, yeah, virtual reality, augmented reality, AR, and smart home devices and gaming, something like this. The gesture-based interactions allowing user to engage, yeah, with the digital environment. Yeah, so you can swipe, pinch, and grab, so that the sensor can detect and interpret user movement accurately, yeah, using AR, VR, and so we can control somehow lighting, temperature, yeah, for the air conditioner, or maybe entertainment system at your home, something like this. Also the voice, yeah, the voice, it is very now it is very good, very trend technology to comment. Yeah, in Indonesia, there is several cars now has been controlled by the voice. Yeah, so open the door, open the windows, etc., and then turn down the air conditioner, turn up the temperature, etc. Yeah, so it is user friendly, yeah, very easy to use. Somehow when you're going in the cars and then you don't know which one to be pressed, yeah, for the aircon or something, but then when you are using the voice control, you can control it easily. Yeah, the accessible, make it easy for diverse user of tools. Yeah. It is used by several technologies, several field, yeah, including gaming, yeah, healthcare, also virtual reality, so we can use it more natural. By now it is when they have the data and it got being collected and it has become the very big data lake, like ChatGPT or etc. So basically they can process the very advanced. The benefit comes from the very big of the data, yeah. The language natural language processing, also the data analytic, yeah. So we can get the recommendation of the movies, etc. So it is used as personal assistant somehow, smart home devices, and accessibility tools. Okay, next is the technology and application. Yeah, so it is actually so many technology by now are using the AI. Yeah, as we know, there are several kind of tools. Yeah, on the application also using to identify the person, or you can use to replace your voice, etc. Yeah. Or you might controlling your mobile phone, yeah, using the gesture, yeah, with this and any sensor inside to control it. So it also generates the learning user preference, and then also the application can predict the needs of the users, yeah, because they can collect the so many data from the different user. Each we can use to make it different. I mean, one people can be identify what is their behavior when they are using the application. So this is very advanced. Okay, so the next number second is the user-centered design methodologies. So basically, yeah, as Mr. said, that UCD is very, very important by now to develop the product, yeah, in digital product development as one startup, yeah, as you have some software development company or something, yeah, they requires to make sure that they are considering the user very, very deep, using so many using the data, using the behavior of the user, etc. So all of the data will be collected into the very big database. By using it, we can get the insight, yeah, to prioritize user needs and experience, of course. Yeah. Oh, what do you like? Yeah. This is the mass customization of the software, basically. Yeah. The core principle is incorporation of user feedback and behavior, yeah, into design decision. So basically, it is incorporate the user feedback and understanding their behavior, yeah, into the design decision. As we know that so many applications by now, they got the updates, yeah. Somehow they are modifying all of the interface. Why? Because you are not as you as your concern. You are using the application, and then it has some behavior to use it. Somehow you are scrolling and then got bored, something like this, and then just swipe, and leave the application. Basically, they are trying to capture all of this data, yeah, and understanding your behavior using the application. So this is very important. Why they are feel boring, yeah, why they are feel the application is not useful, something like this. To make sure that they can modify application and give the update to the user, and then user can sustain to use the application, more and more. Yeah. To create products that are highly usable. This is the goals and meet the specific needs of the target audience. Yeah. On each of the design and development stages, yeah, of the application, they are very considering how the user interact with the application. Yeah. If it has some notification or it has some idea that it is come up that the user is not interested with the application, they are very keen to modify it as soon as possible, yeah, and give us the updates. Yeah. So the UCD is the process that involves users throughout the design and development stages, ensuring that the final product aligned with their need and preference. It is actively involve the user to create a solution. Yeah. Yeah, the techniques include is the user research, website, digital tools, yeah. Also ensuring they are intuitive, accessible, and user-friendly. So this is the focus on user to elaborate the design. Okay, the third is cross-platform and responsive design. Yeah, as we know, the device is so many. Yeah, you can have Android. Yeah, Android, it has so many version. Yeah, the smartwatch. Yeah, and then the tab or the computer, yeah, the laptop, and they has a different specification. Even though inside of the device there will be several application inside, yeah, Safari, Google Chrome, maybe the Firefox, etc. So this will be the challenging, yeah, to make sure that consistent and effective user experience across different devices and screen size also. So when you got this different screen, somehow your application will be flattened or stretched, yeah, something like this. So it is not good, yeah, for the brand perspective of from the user perspective. Yeah. So the layout should be fluid, flexible image and media, and then seamless experience, yeah, on the desktop, tablet, smartphone, or smartwatch. So this is very critical thing, yeah, in today's diverse ecosystem devices, yeah, because so many devices all over the world, yeah. they are producing the new product with a new specific specification, which is different with others somehow. And this is a challenge, yeah, for the apps developer of the application to make sure that all of the devices will be fluid, the layout will be good, smooth, to be operated on the devices. Look aesthetical pleasing, yeah, and then yeah, because the device has this characteristic, eliminating the need for different design for each devices, streamlining the development process, yeah, because the process of development also will be variative, yeah, depending on the specification of the device. Of course, this is to improve the user experience. Okay, the fourth is cognitive psychology in HAI. Yeah, this is the new, this is not the new basically. The people trying to understand each other more. Yeah, the application, it is kind of media. Yeah, the communication between the company and the user, how they give the service, how they deliver the value to the customer, and then the customer enjoy the value, and then using their what is the perspective, the cognitive perception, yeah, perception, and then the human cognition becoming the important thing to consider, yeah, because the people to process the data, yeah, the application, the user will memorize something, yeah, pay attention on something, yeah, they have some own perception, yeah, and also they need to be solved, yeah. Somehow when we are using some application, basically we are request some problem solving or some solution, yeah, for the thing that we face. So this is very important, yeah, to build the user perspective, yeah. So somehow we can the cognitive aspect can influence, yeah, the user interaction with the technology, and this is the impact. So we can use some color or we can use some method, yeah, to affect the interaction and affecting the mental process, to affect the interaction between human and computer. This is very good opportunity, yeah, to make sure that user the usability of your application is high. As we know, the like games, post like Genshin Impact, PUBG, etc., it is showing us very easy to use it, yeah, Mobile Legend, very easy to what is it, to grab something, to attack something, etc., yeah, and then our mental will be fulfilled by the joyness and satisfaction. So we are tend to get more interactive the application. Yeah. So the key area includes how user remember information, yeah, how they concentrate on the task, and how they perceive and interpret interface element. Of course, this is used to understand intuitive, efficient, and satisfying the user experience. So this is the cognitive psychology. The fifth is accessibility and inclusive design. Yeah. So when we are trying to create some application, yeah, it is basically we are creating, we are trying to deliver our value. Yeah. So how the value can be delivered? So the people need to be accessed and used. Yeah, because the people is very variative. Yeah, we don't know, somehow they have some specific abilities or disabilities. Yeah, so we need to make sure that the digital inclusivity for all of the users, yeah, including the visual, auditory, motor, and cognitive impairment. Somehow, yeah, when the people has this kind of issues. So as Mr. also say, we require the universal design, yeah, make sure that every single country they can understand the application very well, yeah, without learn something or learn the user manual, something like this. Adaptable interfaces and assistive technology if it's any. Yeah. So the application try to get to be used as many people as possible. Yeah. Not considering about the abilities or disabilities. So we try to get more wide spectrum of user needs, yeah. And then compliance with standard is also a must. Yeah. Or maybe we can understand and address their specific needs. And somehow there is a tools on the computer that we can use the contrast tools, or we can use the Zoom, something like this, yeah, on the present system like Mac or Windows, to make sure that we can show the fonts easily. So this is basically digital experiences, yeah, the meaningful and empowering for all users. Okay, so embracing accessibility in digital design is the thing that also need to be considered. The sixth is advanced usability testing and evaluation thing. Yeah, so basically all of the application need to be tested. Yeah, the testing is not just this application is working. Yeah, you need to evaluate much more than that. Yeah, the usability of users. Yeah, the usability of different part of the users or different area of the users. The different behavior can they use the application or not. Yeah. And also improving the design, of course. And the usability testing need to get much more deeply to understand how user interact with the product and why they face some issues if they cannot just continue to use the application. What is the issues? The methodologies like observing the users, yeah, when they are interacting the product, performing task analysis, and then collecting qualitative feedback also. Yeah, this is the methodologies. Quantitative data analysis, yeah, the metric is so many, yeah. The task completion rates, yeah, when the user trying to pay or get the e-commerce finish, something like this, yeah, to get the product, something like this, they will goes through the very comprehensive of tasks. Yeah, first they search the product, sort it by the preference, yeah, select it, view it, yeah, and then choose it, put it into the chart, yeah, and then take it out, yeah, choosing the delivery media, yeah, paying, yeah, paying the checkout and pay the bill, and then also getting the product delivered to the destination. Yeah. So this is the series of the complex activities. Yeah. So every of the process can be deeply understood, can be deeply examined, yeah, and being understand is important ways to make sure that the user don't have any kind of the issues. Yeah, of course, this is somehow create some insight. Yeah, if we analyze the data comprehensively, somehow we get the insight. Oh, this is the usability of the user rate. Yeah. The rate is very low. How to make it increase? So we need to break down process by process and then deeply understand of this process, what happened, yeah, within the users. Is there any usability issue exists? Yeah, why they occur? Yeah. How they impact the user experience to the user. So this is the advanced usability testing and evaluation. The next is the virtual and augmented reality in ACI. Yeah. As we know now, it is the trend that we are facing the metaverse, yeah, metaverse era. The Facebook put billions dollar to push this technology, but somehow still the Facebook cannot manage it very good. Yeah. Probably some problem arise from the network, yeah, the bandwidth, etc. but this technology is the advancement, yeah, of the enjoyment of the multimedia by now, yeah, which is here with the eye using the screen, yeah, with the earphone, etc. But then now we try to feel it, yeah, coming into the reality, coming into the virtual reality, or we are augmented reality, yeah, using the data, etc. Yeah. So the difference is the VR, a fully immersive experience when the user is entirely inside a digital environment. So we are putting inside maybe a roller coaster, or maybe the jet flight, something like this, yeah. And then, but AR is actually overlaying the digital information into the real world when we are coming into the market, yeah. We have, there is so many store, and if we are using specific devices, maybe we can get the rate of the store, something like this, so we can choose which one providing the good services, good product, etc. Yeah. So this is the need the big bandwidth, of course, because the data is very is also the multimedia data, the database of the users of the stores, etc. It needs to be transferred to the same time, yeah, limited time, something. Okay, so it could create realistic, yeah, environment in AR and seamlessly integrating digital content with the real world in AR, yeah, so VR and AR. Okay, the next is interactive data visualization, yeah. So to get to know the inside of the product, now we cannot just rely on the intuition, yeah, but we need to rely on the data-driven, yeah. So the data-driven decision making now is very important, yeah, to make sure that the company is running very well, yeah. So we are using so many interactive data visualization to make sure that we can monitor all of the metrics. Suppose the sales on the specific location, yeah, maybe the user experience rate, etc. Yeah, this is intuitive visual format, yeah, as shown by the graphic. Easier to understanding, so many analyses, and it could use as decision making. The representing large and complex dataset in a visual format, yeah, like graph, charts, maps, making it easier to understand and analyze. Yeah. And then we can get decision faster. We can also interactivity the data, manipulate the data, suppose pinch up, put it up, delete it, send it, or hide it, or something. Yeah, explore from different perspective, yeah, uncover hidden insight. Yeah, so it is very crucial where data-driven decision making is a key. Yeah, such as business intelligence, research, and technology. Yeah. Okay, so of course, yeah, when we are analyzing and trying to get fast to make decision, yeah, so we need to get also the data fast. Yeah. We cannot just use the what is somebody who put the data first and then analyze, etc. So it is being what's obsolete. Yeah. So we need to get the data streaming directly from the object. Yeah. Suppose that the machine, yeah, the machine has always shown what is the temperature, what is the output rate, yeah, what is the range between the product output, something like this. Is there any issues or not? So it is very important. Then ninth, the ninth is emotion and effective computing. So this is the next thing that we need to be considered. Why? Because we are people. Yeah, people has some emotion. We yeah, somehow we need to be understand by using the emotion. Yes, computer trying to get the to understand the people much more, yeah, by using the intersection of emotion and technology in HCI. So it can be simulated the human emotion, yeah, somehow when we are using the AI, when we are choosing something which is not our preference, the computer we give the, oh, I'm sorry that we cannot found this data. I'm sorry, somehow it is feel it is an emotion that's shown by the computer to us. Yeah, so this is good. It is in the specific areas such as mental health, yeah, customer service. This is very important, yeah, because as a customer, we don't want to be what is to be disobeyed by the computer, yeah, by the people, yeah. We need to be we need to be we need to get the attention from the company, yeah, and also to personalize our user experience, the application. Yeah. Next is advanced prototyping and wireframe technique. Yeah, to get all of this working, yeah, somehow we need to make sure the thing is working right. Yeah, we need to get all of the flows, yeah, all of the business process all together. We need to evaluate the design, yeah, with using advanced prototyping, yeah, to make sure that it is good enough, yeah, for the user. Also wireframing of each process to the other process to make sure that this is working fluently, something like this. Yeah. And then the 11 is ethic and privacy in HCI. Yeah. So this is very important because we are people, we don't want our data to be spread all over the internet. We need to make sure the ethical can be what is it? Can be cover all of our data, yeah, using, yeah, like suppose like user consent, data protection, transparency, and accountability. Yeah. So basically, when we are trying to get to know the user sending the data of how they use the application, how they behave. Basically, this is somehow a bit of privacy. Yeah. So balancing the user experience with privacy and ethical concern, it is a challenge, a big challenge, because this is a big thing. Yeah. When you are using maps, yeah, Google Maps, you are work on the highway, something like this, and there is some traffic jam. Basically, the Google use the data to show that the map is red, something like this. So this is our privacy or not? Yeah. So this is the concern, yeah. Whether it is breached, and then the ethical concern will be raised up. Something need to be the rules need to be clear, yeah. Okay. Okay. The next is the new technologies emerge, yeah, and trends in HCI. Yeah. So basically, the NLP, natural language processing, machine learning, and computer vision is the emerging technologies which is raise it up, yeah, in the now era. This can be used as feedback also to the application and modify the human computer interaction, yeah, in the ways that user request it, prefer it. It is use AI recommendation, yeah, also to persuade, to use the technology to persuade the people. Yeah, somehow we need to we prefer to buy some product, yeah, and then some technology can be used to engage, yeah, our attitudes to buy, yeah, our behavior or our habits to buy the product, something like this, yeah. So it is used by application on the health and wellness, social media platform, yeah, also e-commerce website. Yeah. So of course to boost our sales, yeah, the product sales, something like this. So this is the persuasive technology on the HCI. And also on the specific domain, yeah, we can see on the healthcare, education, gaming, yeah, they have very specific field of work, yeah, field of work. The healthcare use HCI, yeah, to make sure that we are trust yeah, to the doctor, something like this. Yeah, the interface, how the doctor communicate with us. Yeah, how they giving the what is the receipt, what is the medicine, something like this. It should be it can be affected by the SGI also. Yeah. So this is very specific psychology thing that we need to consider. Yeah, because the doctor service somehow is well, because this is impacting our health. Yeah, we need to consider very care, yeah, about this thing. So this is very on the specific like education. Yeah, it is being different when the material being introduced by the what is the children, or maybe the adult people, yeah, etc. So it can affected by this. Yeah, also gaming. Yeah, the games like Roblox, yeah, Minecraft, and then Genshin Impact, etc. They have different segmentation, also different technology to make sure that they have specific user to be fulfilled, yeah, to be satisfied. Okay, I think this is all, Ms. Nur and also the student. Yeah, I think later on we can have some discussion. Thank you. I send back to Ms. Astrid.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Yuda and Ms. Noor. So participants or students, do you have any questions? If you have some questions, or even one question, you may ask now to Mr. Yuda or Ms. Noor.
Okay. Anyone, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you have faced some issues or some critical thinking on how the ACI is affecting the social science or social issues, you might give some comment, so we can talk together also. Yeah. Any
Students or participants, do you have anyone? Yeah, anything I mean to share? So it's like discussion, yeah, Pak Yuda.
If there is no question for us, maybe I can ask something to Ms. Nur.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so I got I see the comment from the student, the question from Izani, that CNET apps for network frequency in Malaysia, I think. Yeah. So what is happening with the application? Can you explain to me so I can?
I think better Izani. Can
Oh,
Izani highlight
yeah,
or share the issue?
yeah. So
Is
when
Izani here?
Ms. Nur, yeah, is Izani here?
Maybe on top of that, maybe I can Izani. Where is Izani?
Ada, madam.
Share Izani.
What is the problem actually with the application?
Problem dengan Gnet. Boleh bahasa Melayu ke?
Ya,
Boleh.
boleh. Tidak apa.
Minta maaf ya. Problem dengan Gnet ni, Gnet ni selalunya digunakan untuk orang kerja telkom, which is kat Malaysia ni kita ada syarikat TM ataupun by network macam DG, U-Mobile. So Gnet apps ni for test frequency highest demand to reach the bridge, to reach to the tower telkom. So the quite difficult to understand the frequency up and side down because the tower inside the hilltop. So very quite difficult to read.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the issues, yeah. yeah, somehow I noticed some application also in Indonesia or all over the world, yeah, to manage the network. Yeah, basically it is like 5G open run tools to monitor the traffic, yeah, between the user and the base station. Yeah. Yes, of course. The user interface is not really good. Yeah, because it is, I think it is very specific used by the engineer. Yeah, and then it has so many function and so many button, and they need to interact with one and each other, something like this. So it is just used as functionality. Yeah, I think this is not used for the common people. Yeah, it is only used by the engineer, the telecom engineer maybe. So the HCI somehow it is not being very good. Yeah, but then the function is very powerful. What do you think, Ms. Nur, about this?
I think is it relate with the architecture? Is it relate with the behind, right? Infra something
Yeah.
behind? Is it?
Yeah, I think the telecommunication, like
Yeah.
monitoring the signal, frequency signal
Yeah.
between
Yeah.
tower
The
and
infra there. Somehow
infra. Yeah.
maybe they need to, I don't know lah, maybe they need to revise or maybe they need to I don't know because that is their area, prioritize or what. Because
Yeah.
it's happened and it's because people raise the issue, but it's still there, right? They give comment, but it's still there.
This is the consideration. Yeah.
Uh,
Thank you, Izani. Yeah.
yeah.
Anyone?
Anyone else?
Yes.
Any questions?
Okay, so any more questions?
No more.
No more. If there is no more questions, yeah, let's wrap this meeting. I think Ms. Nur and Pak Yuda, but before we end our session, let's have a photo session first.
Okay.
Okay, so everyone here, could you please turn your video
Please
on?
turn on your video,
Because we're going
guys,
to have a photo
so we can
session.
see your bright face, something like this.
Okay, and then later after this photo session, I'm going to share the feedback link, yeah, for you to complete the feedback link. Okay. So please open your cam. All right, so I'm going to count. 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, once more, thank you so much for Ms. Noor and also Pak Yuda for giving us such a, valuable information and meaningful material for today related to system analysis and design. Okay, and then, yeah, for the feedback link, participants or students, please see or view the message or chat box of Zoom and then click the feedback link and complete all the information there, yeah, for today's online joint class. And for Pak Yuda and Ms. Noor, thank you very much one more time. Okay, so yeah. Here I bid you goodbye. And
Thank you for the
Assalamualaikum.
opportunity.
Yeah, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, everyone. Ms. Noor.
Okay, please don't forget to fill
Terima
in
kasih
the
Pak
form.
Yuda. Thank you, Miss Nur.
Terima
Okay,
kasih,
Ms.
Pak
Noor. Thank you so
Novi.
much. The UniKL student, TelU student,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Okay.
You are
Yeah,
cool.
Izani, thank you.